Part 49. Firstborn, Jesus. The term firstborn are making reference to Jews and are of two types. One, the firstborn member of Jesus' entity. Two, Jews taken to Rome by Titus were firstborn Catholics or Christians. Firstborn synonyms: firstlings, first offspring, first issue, first fruits, birthright, chosen one, chosen people. Genesis 25:21. And Isaac entreated Jehovah for his wife because she was barren. And Jehovah was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. Titus asked seriously about Simon because Simon was an entity. From Simon, Abel, the entity Jesus, Enoch, was constructed. Genesis 25:22. And the children struggled with each other within her. And she said, if it is so, why am I like this? And she went to inquire of Jehovah. Vespasian struggled with his first vision to construct the twins' entity. Genesis 25:23. And Jehovah said to her, 2 nations are in your womb, and 2 peoples shall be separated from your bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the older shall serve the younger. 2 nations are Israel and Rome. 2 people are Jews and Romans. Romans were stronger than Jews. Simon was older than Titus. Genesis 25:24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. In Vespasian's first vision, he created Jesus' entity. Romans 9:10. And not only so, but Rebekah also, having conceived by one, Isaac our father. Vespasian was the creator of entities. John 2:2. And both Jesus was called. 2 Jesus of the Jesus entity was created. Romans 5:15. But it is not that as the offense was, so also the gracious gift is. For if by the offense of the one the many died, much more the grace of God and the free gift and grace of the one man, Jesus Christ, have abounded to the many. Jews were killed for Jewish law. Genesis 25:25. And the first came forth red, and over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Firstborn Simon was red and hairy. Genesis 27:11. And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. Titus was smooth-skinned. Genesis 25:26. And after that his brother came forth, and his hand was holding on to Esau's heel. So his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 60 years old when she bore them. Titus was second Jesus. Vespasian was 60 years old when Jesus' entity was created. Psalm 89:27. I will also make him the firstborn, the highest of the kings of the earth. Vespasian constructed Simon as firstborn Jesus. Genesis 19:31. And the firstborn said to the younger, our father is old, and there is not a man on the earth to come into us after the manner of all the earth. Simon, the firstborn Jesus, spoke to Titus, the secondborn Jesus. First entity was constructed with 2 members, Simon and Titus. Genesis 27:19. And Jacob said to his father, I am Esau, your firstborn. I have done as you told me. Now rise up, sit up, and eat some of my game, so that you may bless me. I am Simon, your firstborn. 2 Kings 3:27. So he took his firstborn son, who was to reign in his place, and offered him up as a burnt offering upon the wall. And great wrath came upon Israel, and they departed from him and returned to their land. Vespasian took Simon, his firstborn son, and offered him up as a burnt offering. Deuteronomy 21:15. If a man has two wives, one beloved and the other despised, and both the beloved and the despised have borne him sons, and if the firstborn son is of the despised woman, wives were Israel and Rome. Firstborn Simon belonged to unloved Jews. Genesis 25:34. And Jacob gave Esau bread and lentil stew, and he ate and drank and rose up and went out. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Simon hated his birthright as firstborn Jesus. He alone should be Messiah. Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person like Esau, who for one meal gave up his own birthright. Simon sold his birthright as firstborn. Genesis 27:36. And Esau said, Is he not rightly named Jacob? For he has supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he has taken away my blessing. Then he said, Have you not reserved a blessing for me? Birthright was firstborn. Simon sold his birthright as Jesus to Titus. Simon's authority was taken away. 1 Chronicles 2:3. And Er, Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of Jehovah, and he slew him. Simon was firstborn. He was killed. 1 Chronicles 26:10. And Hosa of the children of Merari and sons, Shimri and the chief, for although he was not the firstborn, his father made him chief. Titus was biological firstborn son of Vespasian. Vespasian constructed Simon as firstborn son in the entity of Jesus. Luke 2:7. And she bore her firstborn son, and she wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger, because there was no place for them in the inn. 21st of the 770 CE, Simon was constructed as firstborn son. Colossians 1:15. Who is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation? An entity is invisible. Jesus' entity was an invisible God. Colossians 1:18. And he is the head of the body, the church. He is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, and he himself might have the first place in all things. Body is the church of Catholicism. Beginning was Vespasian, firstborn from the dead. From the dead was Simon. First place in everything was Titus. Verse referred to 3 gods. Revelation 1:5. And from Jesus Christ, the faithful witness, the firstborn of the dead, and the ruler of the kings of the earth, to him who loves us and has released us from our sins by his blood. The firstborn from the Jesus Christ entity was Simon. Hebrews 12:23. And to the church of the firstborn, who have been enrolled in the heavens, and to God, the judge of all, and to the spirits of righteous men who have been made perfect. Simon entered into the Catholic Church as firstborn Jesus. Jews were firstborn Catholics. 15th of the 771 CE, 5 p.m. Simon was firstborn, specially chosen to die on the last day. He was the chosen one. Chosen few were Jewish disciples chosen to die. Chosen people were Jews chosen to die.